I'm Felix Smith, and I came to Los Angeles to drive the new Mercedes-Benz EQC 400 4MATIC. It's the first of an entire series of all-electric innovations by the inventor of the car itself. I can't wait to drive it. Oh, it's amazing how you can silence this immensely loud city by just closing the door. And the best part is, it stays quiet after I turn on the engine. So, at first sight, I really love the interior of the EQC. But now, without daylight, I see a totally different side of the car. The ambient light completely changes the atmosphere in here, and I have 64 different colors to choose from. Of course, the color strength and brilliance of the big displays is also adjustable. The EQC is available in two different styling options. First of all, there's the standard equipment line. The first impression on any EQC is made by the striking LED strip lighting at the front above the radiator grille here. It forms one continuous element together with both headlamps. The special color proportion creates a visually reduced height of the car, so it looks more elegant and sporty. The athletic appearance is also strengthened by the wheels. They can be up to 21 inches large, and they flush with the outer lines of the body here. If you prefer a more sporty styling, the AMG line here is for you. The typical twin-blade design on the radiator grille brings AMG genes to electric mobility. The jet wing on the front apron and the rear apron with a diffuser gives the EQC an even more dynamic appearance. And there is one truly extraordinary feature that you can have for the EQC, the iconic Mercedes-Benz star illuminated. Finally out in the streets of LA with this beautiful car. And you know, the first thing that strikes me is so quiet in here. I can't hear any traffic noise. I can't hear any car noise. There's even a special windscreen, which is a noise cancelling windscreen, so you can't hear any wind noise either. So no noises in here. It's so nice. There is many cool features of this car, but the first one I'll show you is this one. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Play my LA tune. So first glance of the dashboard in here is that they cleaned everything up. There's almost no buttons. Instead, there's the big screen that you already know from other Mercedes models, like the A-Class, for example. But in here, of course, you don't need a rev counter. So instead, you get this energy consumption meter. And you can always see exactly how much energy you're using. And you can also see how much energy you're putting back into the car by recuperation. And I'll get back to that. So now I'm driving around LA traffic for the first time in my life, and I actually feel pretty safe. This car has an active braking assist, so up to speeds of 69 kilometers an hour or 43 miles per hour, this car will help me stop automatically if something happens in front of me. So this car's MBUX system, and the MBUX system, you can find that in other Mercedes as well, but because this is an EQ car, then there's a special EQ menu on the display help. And when you go into that one, you get all sorts of stuff about the electric car. And for example, you can find charging stations. There's consumption, how much energy you're using. There's the energy flow as well. Let's hear if I get the car moving. And now you can see the energy flowing around the car, how much I'm spending on the front wheels. There's nothing on the back wheels at the moment. So if I speed up a bit, then you can see the energy move to the back wheels. And that's a pretty cool gadget. So you can always see how the energy flows around in the car. And I like that. See, navigation in the EQC is pretty intelligent. It takes in a lot of info all the time, For instance, your driving style, your energy consumption, and the topography and traffic situation all the time. And if you need to charge your car, it will take that into consideration when it plans your route. And of course, if I need to enter a charging point and charge the car, it will always tell me that in good time and show me the direction to the charging point, which makes me feel pretty safe. Okay, let's talk about another cool feature of this car. It has gesture control. So I can teach the car that when I do this gesture, it will turn up the heat.
I'm setting the temperature on the driver's side to 21 degrees.
If I wanted to turn on the reading light in my side of the car, I can do like this. See? Oh, hold on, guys. Here's my friend Ben calling. Hold on. Hi, Ben.
Hey, man, are you in town?
Yeah, I am.
That's great.
Where are you
Hey,
at?
You want to swing by?
Sure.
I'm downtown. I'm in my apartment. You want to come pick me up?
Yeah, I can be there in 2 minutes.
Awesome. I'll meet you down front.
Cool. See ya.
Yes.
So, where do you want to go?
Malibu Beach, man.
Sure.
Yeah, somebody gave me this flyer for a little surfing competition.
Yeah?
So I figured we could go out there, but there's no address on it. So we'll have to just...
Just cool. There is an address on it.
What, that?
Yeah, those 3 words. Listen to this. Hey, Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Take me to what 3 words? Frog, sense, craft.
I am starting route guidance to
What?
Froxen's Craft.
What?
You never heard of what 3 words?
No, that is so cool.
Well, it's an application that's been integrated into the Mercedes MBUX system. And the creators behind this application, they took the whole world and they placed a grid on it and divided it into squares, 3 times 3 meters.
Or 10 by 10 feet.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And each square has an individual address of 3 unique words.
So you don't have to put in a street number?
Nope. With this application, you don't have to search for a street number again.
Wow, that's great.
So Malibu is in the system. Should we go?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of the city. Got some power under the hood, I see.
It does.
Yeah?
It's about 415 horsepower
Wow.
from both electric engines. 760 Newton meters of torque. That's sports car fast.
Yeah, that's good.
It is.
Top speed. How fast can it go?
It has a lock top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Which is about 110 miles per hour.
Yeah, it goes from 0 to 60 or 0 to 100, as we say in Europe, in 5.1 seconds, more or less.
5.1.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah. All right, so you know my wife.
Yeah?
Yeah. All she cares about is safety, obviously, with the baby on the way.
Yeah.
So tell me about the safety features on this car. What do we got?
You got your blind spot assist, you got your steering assist, you got your lane assist. Distronic, have you heard of it?
No. Distronic. Did you just make that up?
No.
Okay, what is that?
A bunch of German engineers made that up.
Okay.
But Distronics just help you keep distance to the car ahead of you all the time.
Oh.
It's a tailback management system.
So it'll just keep distance?
Always.
Wow, that's nice. I really like this upholstery. Is this standard upholstery?
It is the standard upholstery for the EQC. Can you see the grille around the cockpit?
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, what's the deal with the grill? What's that supposed to do?
It's supposed to make you feel more comfy.
Nice. And the vents, because that's totally different than any Mercedes I've ever seen. I mean...
They're unique for the EQC, so you won't find it in any other Mercedes.
That makes sense. That makes sense. They're very futuristic looking.
I think that's the point. There's the ocean, Ben.
Wow, we're already here. Man,
What 3 words took us to Malibu?
nice. That's a shame we don't have more time. I'd love to hang out for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'll call you next week when I'm done with the car.
All right, sounds good.
Should put you off this?
Yeah, I think that's a competition right over there.
Okay, hold on.
What a place, huh?
Yeah, thanks for that.
Good to see you, man.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah. Well, Ben is on his way. I think this is a good time to just talk a bit about the exterior of the EQC. And let's just talk about the roofline. This is being an SUV. You can see they cleaned it up a bit. The roofline is going down the right places, so it makes it a bit more sporty to look at. Still a big car, though. Then, of course, there's the rims and the wheels. These rims are specific for the EQC. As you can see, they have the blue lines. They come again over here on the badge, both sides. And, of course, on the headlights here. Again, a unique feature for the EQC. You see the lights of the car starts from all the way down here and moves over the front of the car and all the way down here. The star behind glass here, well protected. Good, because there's electronics in here. And as you can see the grille, you can see in, and you can actually see into the engine bay. That's cool. And of course, it's the same with the tail lights down here. The LED lights go all the way across the back of the car. Really cool. EQC 400 badge, brand new. And of course, down here, something is missing. Exhaust pipes. This is because this car doesn't have a combustion engine. But I guess you already figured that out. Let's take it for a ride again.
Look at these roads, it's amazing. And it's perfect for the EQC. It has two powertrains, one in front, one in the back. It's 4MATIC, four-wheel drive. Driving around in Los Angeles traffic, I didn't need that much power. So the EQC only runs on the front motor of the car. Up here in the mountains, where the roads is a bit more demanding, I need both motors of the EQC. And when I use both motors, of course, I get more power, but I also get more traction from the car. It's all to reduce your power consumption and increase dynamism. Well, we talked a bit about recuperation earlier. Have you ever heard about recuperation? Well, let me try and explain it to you. When I drive now down this mountain road and I take my foot off the gas pedal, the car rolls down the mountain, and by rolling down the mountain, it puts the energy from my driving back into the car. You see the pedals behind the wheel here? In a traditional car, these pedals, they operate the gears in the car. You can switch up and down. In the EQC, there's no gearbox. So the pedals here, they can actually control your recuperation of the car. Now I put the EQC in sailing mode.
Sailing mode means the car recuperates no energy at all. It just glides or sails along. This is perfect for cruising the highway. In all other driving modes, the car recuperates energy in different levels. This means the car recuperates energy when you take your foot off the acceleration pedal. How much it recuperates depends on which of the 4 driving modes you picked. You could drive the car almost with just one foot with one pedal in the highest recuperation level. Releasing the foot off the acceleration pedal makes it steadily go slower and slower.
This means I put a lot of energy back into the car's battery and, of course, extend my range. This doesn't only recharge your battery, it also spares your brakes. That's good. The EQC has 5 different driving modes. Some of them you know from other Mercedes models, like the Eco, the Comfort, and the Sport, and the Individual program. But in this car, it also has a max range mode. And of course, it's kind of self-explanatory. The max range, when you put it in that, it tries to get as much range out of the car as possible. So for now, let me be honest with you. On these roads, I prefer the Sport mode because it gives me a bit more power and traction, and it makes it even more fun to drive these mountain roads. I'm on my way to the place I'm staying here in Los Angeles, and I want to go there and see if I can try and charge the car up a bit. There's a wall box there, and I want to see how it works. We'll be there shortly.
The EQC's battery has an overall capacity of 80 kilowatts. This is enough for about 280 miles or 450 kilometers of range. Right now, there is still 40% energy left in the car, but after all this driving pleasure, it's about time to recharge the EQC. The Mercedes-Benz wall box is the most comfortable way to recharge the EQC as it charges 3 times quicker than your standard socket. Everything is safe and sound with this solution as it will be mounted by Mercedes-Benz at your home. It of course comes with a cable, and if your family and friends want to charge their non-EQ electric car at your wall box, this works as well. You might know the Mercedes Me app already. For everybody who can't charge their car at home, this app will help you as it also includes the Mercedes Me Charge service. This combines access and all billing services for public charging stations, so you don't have to have various cards and accounts for different providers. Just one solution for all of it? How clever is that? And furthermore, Mercedes Me Charge gives you access to Ionity's high-performance charging points all over Europe. At Ionity, you can recharge the EQC in just 40 minutes. Beautiful SUV. Nice features like MBUX, what 3 words, the clever navigation, a powerful acceleration, and a real pleasure to drive. Intelligent driving modes. EQ truly is an entire ecosystem which offers more than just cars. There are plenty of services included. For example, all A and B inspections are included for 4 years. In the unlikely case of a breakdown, Mercedes-Benz will pick you up wherever you are. Of course, the Mercedes Me app also covers various services for you and your electric Mercedes-Benz. It gives access to a multitude of public charging stations from a variety of different operators without having to enter into a contract with every single one of them. One app, one contract, one invoice. Easy and transparent. This really is the future of mobility. I'm not done with this car yet.